This is Suttree by Cormac McCarthy. It's his fourth novel, published in 1979, and it's a semi-autobiographical work, and boy does it show. The character Suttree is a fictionalized version of McCarthy, although I wouldn't call him a self-insert, that's a bit reductive. McCarthy really was living on the river in Knoxville, Tennessee. I was looking for information on the book because I wanted to know how real it was, and I'd like to thank user Automatic Llama for pointing to the work of Dr. Wesley G. Morgan, who is a retired psychologist from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I really love this old website. I wish the internet was more like this now, where things were kind of different and weird, and things didn't quite line up so neatly, but boy, was it more interesting. Wes has gone around and photographed these places. This is the Corner Grill, and I believe that this is accurate. Of course, I don't know 100% if he got it right, but the street names line up and the descriptions would seem to match. A lot of these places are as I imagine them. Walking around an American city is very different to walking around a European one. I'm not going to elaborate on that in detail because it's quite difficult, but let's say that something about the way the roads are structured, the way the buildings are, suggests a very different ethos when they were being built, and America does feel different. It's hard to describe. So this is part of Searching for Suttree. You can see there's this lovely hand-drawn map of 1950s downtown Knoxville. And this Searching for Suttree collection is really wonderful. The other wonderful piece of research that Dr. Morgan did was finding the gravestones of these people. Ab Franklin was a real person, as you can see here. This is Sutt Cemetery. And you can see he's gone to a great deal of effort to find these people. Dr. Morgan has also done some other works. You can see this concordance, which is all the instances of various words used in the book. And there's also work on the unique words, so this is clearly a special interest for him. I've been trying to summarize Suttree's character in a few words, and I really can't do it. Suttree has a great deal of depth to him, which is helped by McCarthy's refusal to internalize. We never see passages that are, oh, Suttree thought this, and he decided this. That would be boring. But we can see his character through his actions, through his responses. When I first started the book, I thought it was going to be some kind of moralizing message about alcoholism or some such topic. And yeah, you can take that message away from the book about certain human follies, but it's a lot more than that. I really feel these characters are real. The saddest I felt when reading this book was actually when good things started happening to Suttree, because I knew they couldn't last. There's a point where he gets together with this kind of prostitute con artist character, and he knows what she is, and she knows that he knows. There's not really a deception here. And weirdly, I sort of know what that's like in itself when there's this pretense that someone has with everyone, but it's like you look into each other's eyes and you know, oh, okay, come on. We know what's going on here. We know this isn't how everyone thinks it is. This relationship could have been very trite and contrived, and we could look at the character of Suttree as stupid for going into it, but we don't. McCarthy really pulls it out of the bag with this one, and he focuses on certain minutiae of the relationship, certain details, the way they are together, what they say, what they do, the way that their relationship is strained. And when the relationship does inevitably go wrong, it's not necessarily in a very trite, predictable manner. I feel like I really understand this character. Perhaps that's me projecting onto him, but I can understand the kind of malaise he feels and why he allows his life to operate in the way that he does, because he could do a lot more. But when you do things, you have certain other stresses. And in the book, Suttree makes this remark, pari passu. It's a Latin phrase which means something like one foot and then the other, which sort of means everyone's on equal footing. So I'm going to illustrate the idea of pari passu. So let's say we have one person who has two descendants. Now the two descendants have children. So one has 3, the other has 2. Now the grandparent in this case is going to pass away. How do you divide up the inheritance? Do all of these people on the lower row get 1/5 each? Or is the total wealth divided first into 2, then into 3, and then into 2, and into 2 again? Pari passu indicates that each of these descendants have an equal portion of the wealth, so they all get 1/5. The alternative to pari passu is pro rata, which is kind of a proportional system. So the money is first divided in half, then into 3. So these will get 1/6 each. And then it's divided in half and into 2. So these guys will get 1/4 each. Suttree takes pari passu as kind of a life philosophy in that he really doesn't have any regrets. When Suttree dies, he wouldn't take anything back. It's all the same in the end. If you found my strange explanations even remotely interesting, then I strongly recommend you read the book. I can't do it justice. I don't write a script for these videos, I just speak off the cuff. I often don't get things in the first take, but I am working on that. I really have 2 motivations for making these. It's to convince myself that I actually need to read. I think it's very valuable to cultivate reading as a hobby, and there's many reasons for that I won't go into. My second motivation is to practice speaking off the cuff. I find that to be a very valuable skill, and I believe myself to be a good presenter in real life, but I do struggle to talk to the camera sometimes. If you do like these videos, leave a like and comment down below. It's always appreciated. This is just a hobby for me. I am trying to produce videos I believe to be of good quality. In a way, I try to produce videos that I would have enjoyed in the past. That makes sense. So I hope you find this interesting. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.